Yeah.
This brand.
Ladder.
Okay, you ready? Ladder. You got me a ladder for your wife. What's up, Pops?
What up, kiddo?
It's Saturday.
And we're at the shop.
It's Saturday at the shop, and today we've got some headlines for you. We're on time.
We're on time. Did you get your tickets? Live German lessons for the end of the world. Check, mic check. Can you hear me? My name is 𝗦𝗵𝘁𝘃𝗿𝗆. You killed my father. Prepare to die. How's
All that and more in 10 seconds. I can't wait.
In your face.
Watch the blues go up in smoke.
And we are back.
Right, just like that. 10 seconds.
10 seconds moves quickly, does it?
It does.
Not?
It's almost.
Okay,
like...
here's what we need. We need your help. Hit that share button if you're watching. Good morning, Chris Pennington, because the notification didn't go out.
It did?
Oh, it did. Well, then somebody tag me on our own post, please.
Yes. It didn't go out on ours?
Well, not on us. Oh, but you know what? Ron Hancock posted on the member portal, so I got this under control.
There it is.
Thanks, Ron Hancock.
All right.
That's it. Oh, put it on the ICC Coffee Club pet page. Make sure. What's up?
That's it.
What's happening?
Not much, kiddo.
What's up, shop? I'll take that.
Yeah,
I'll take it. That's all right.
I'll take that. No,
Wesley
it's a beautiful Saturday morning. Weather's perfect here in Frisco, Texas. We are at Industrial Cigar Company in Frisco, North Dallas, South Oklahoma, and today's a good day.
Today is a good day.
I almost got some sleep. I have 3 dogs that from time to time decide that it's more important that they sleep well on my bed, and so
You know why they're tuning in this morning?
my dogs.
No,
I don't.
not at all. Not to hear you talk about what you're talking about. We've Mark Sheeran in here from Meat Central USA coming in. Yes, they're showing up for the first segment. What is the first segment? What do you do in the first segment? Well, you just
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're coming to us from a foreign country like Chicago, let us know, and we will say good morning to you in your native tongue. And that includes LaGrange, Missouri. Good day, mate, to the Adams in LaGrange, Missouri.
What about in Meat Central Texas? Where
Meat Central,
Mark
Texas.
Sheeran.
Hey, y'all, how y'all doing? Good day, mate. Just like that. Sounds exactly like the hillbillies out there.
You know what, Brandon? Where are you from? Where the hell is Longview, Texas? Is that east?
It's next to Shortview.
Okay, so you guys, how do your accents sound that much different when you're from 15 minutes away from each other? Say wife. All right.
Say smart.
There we go. Oh, but Pops, good week, good day. We're cruising. We've got a big week ahead of us.
We do. I enjoyed the other day. We did a little behind-the-scenes video shoot, and it was constantly being distracted by saws chopping holes in our floor of our new space. So that was very exciting. I loved the fact. What did I say? What is that sound? And what did you say?
Progress.
I love that.
It is coming along. This coming Friday, we have our grand unveil with Principal Cigars will be here. Darren Chaffee will be here.
Something new will be here.
There is just, this Friday is going to be excellent. We first capped the event at 75 people. We then bumped it to 85. We then bumped it to 95. Yeah. Now we're about 105-ish.
Are we 100% sure that the fire marshal in Frisco doesn't watch this show?
Hoping so. But the weather's going to be great, so there's going to be outdoor seating. So it'll be indoor, outdoor.
Out there? They're out there?
It's out there, oh there.
Out there, in there. You are Texan.
We're getting way more smarter.
Yeah.
The Swiss chef.
Durgan.
Oh, Durgan. That's Swedish.
That's me saying good day, mate.
You know what I've noticed in Texas? I was distinctly aware of this last week when our dearest Noel and Pablo were here.
what a
we
great
could talk
time.
about that for a second.
Sure.
But what I realized is, here in Texas, we're not quite sure the difference between Sweden and Switzerland. And I know that because everyone that they spoke to at this Oak Meadow Ranch,
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, great! What's Sweden like?" Switzerland. Yes.
Switzerland.
That's a different place. No one knew. They kept saying, "There's oh man, how do you say this in Swedish?" Well, in Swiss, you say it this way. No one knows the difference.
No, I still don't.
Do you want to talk about what your takeaway was this last week with these two beautiful souls, and also Mike Whiter? So three.
Yeah,
beautiful souls.
Mike was in the house. So Pablo, who's been here multiple times, he's one of the owners of 𝗘𝘅𝗽𝗆 Cigars. They are in Olten, Switzerland. I think he's not in Olten though.
He's in Zurich.
He's in Zurich, but for years, his now fiance 𝗦𝗵𝘁𝘁 would always hear us high-fiving on the phone
Yes,
thing
this
device.
By the way, this is Saturday at the shop.
So the internet works over there at the same time that it works here.
Even better and
Pretty
crisper
cool.
and on time.
So, short story long, they lived to watch it. She loved to watch the show. Wanted to get a taste of Texas. So they flew in. They went to Houston. She shot up guns. She did that whole thing.
Went to a rodeo.
Went to a rodeo. I still have yet to go to a rodeo. They drive up here, and then the 𝗦𝗵𝘁𝗽 heating blanket covers them up in comfort and love and everything else. They stayed at our house, and just 𝗦𝗵𝘁 has to be one of the nicest, if not the nicest person on the planet.
Just flat out the nicest.
Just yeah, and my wife. I mean, I got grief over that.
Uh-huh.
How come you think she's just the nicest?
Because she's probably
because
not
she
grilling
is.
Pablo right now.
That's right. So, yeah, exactly. So, anyway, they came up, had a great time. We took them to have some Hutchins barbecue, and then they had an opportunity. She had an opportunity to watch the 𝗃𝘅𝗃𝗆 event that we had here. You mic'd up Pablo. We just had a great time. And
Oh, and by the way, kudos to the 𝗦𝗵𝘁𝘃 family, because during that spotlight, the room was full, and the amount of stellar questions that came in,
yes,
to me, gave me such pride with the people who are in here. Because when someone would ask an excellent question that threw him off, that he had to sit and think about.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
And some of those questions were excellent and well thought out.
Whether it's Pablo or Luciano or Nelson, any of the guys that come in, George Rico, when they come in, they are blown away by how much the community here knows about cigars and how engaged they are in it. It was a real special time, and I kept telling 𝗦𝗵𝘁𝘁 the house on the other side of our house is for sale, so it'd be perfect. She's like, we should put an offer down. I mean, she's walking around, and obviously the houses in Europe are very close, tight quarters. She's just walking around like in my living room. She's just like she's out on a ranch. It's so spread out,
walking around,
you know, because you can walk around a couch and a chair and a table.
Yeah.
So
it was great to have them.
It was so much fun.
Yeah,
so much fun.
It was excellent to see them. It was great. And look, this Friday, if you didn't get tickets because it sold out, well, we just keep pushing the ticket count up because we want to blow this sucker out. So if you don't have tickets, holla at me, and I might be able to pull a favor or two.
Maybe do some splaining on what this event is about.
So this event is about sticking a flag in a milestone of growth for us. As you know, we are expanding, and there aren't too many details that we're going to put out there, but this event is the grand unveil. We've been working with manufacturer partners who are dear to us to make this next phase come to life. This is the first one that we are truly releasing and speaking about and showing what the next phase looks like. You will want to be here. This will be a moment to remember. This will be an evening to remember. There will be a new product launch of an aviator you have never seen before. And I'm pretty sure you laid claim to half of the production of that cigar.
Yeah. He gave me an overall number of what we have to work with overall for a period of time, and I took half of them.
For this event.
And they will all sell out that night.
There's no doubt they'll sell out. There's no doubt. Because when you find out what it is,
you find out who its brother is, it's a wrap.
Okay, so
even Puck is excited.
I think that was Puck growling back there, just getting in on it. But
yeah.
Also, we talk about we're altering how we're doing events, where we have owner spotlight. We have category 1 through 4. Owner spotlight's a Cat 2 event where it's fun, it's great, there's entertainment, it was excellent. This will be a category 4. We'll do 2, one in the spring and one in the fall. This will be our full scale event in the spring, and when you see it, it will make sense.
Yeah.
𝗏𝘃𝗍𝗄 has taken off running with this, and let's just put it this way: we need to sell all those boxes of 𝗏𝘃𝗏𝘆. I'm not going to tell you too much because you'll get upset at your wife.
No, look. My home office is full of boxes. There were boxes delivered to the neighbor's house, maybe because they couldn't fit them on the porch because it was already full, and there's stuff in the back room that's stacked up to the ceiling. So, my wife and the concept of this term, crazy call it budget, those two don't.
Well,
understand.
Now, with that being said,
are you going to say that she's on budget?
No.
She never asked for one.
There it is.
Yeah.
She knows where the budget was supposed to be after the event. But we had a good time though, didn't we though, dude? We had a good time.
Is that where we're going?
I'm preparing myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
so you should go to the event,
fact that
we're saying.
Don't let my pain interfere with your ability to get here.
Don't let our family issues be your lack of entertainment. Because
don't make my problem
your
your problem is really what I'm saying.
Well, it is going to be all of our problems.
But what it means is when she lets the clutch out, those events have attention to detail that shock those that have OCD.
This will be an absolutely excellent event. Like I said, if you missed out on tickets and you're going, whoops, this is an event that just text me or whatever, get to me, and I'm happy to pull any favors on this. I want to piss off the fire marshal here.
Yeah.
I want this to be an event that we can open up as many as we can. But I am also going to have you reach out to me. I'm
very excited.
There's a lot of work to do. Evan, by the way, has just been killing it and has improved our quality of life as a family immediately. We know what kind of work needs to be done between now and next Friday, and it's heavy. It's about 3 months worth of work in a week. So we're rocking and rolling. We're ready to go. Should we roll to the next segment, which is cigar talk? I'm going to talk some cigars. That Humidor's looking great right now.
Yeah, it is. It's looking fantastic.
We got someone coming in from Toronto, Canada.
Ah. How's it going up there, mate? Hey.
Jesus.
They let the special kids in today?
I'll tell you.
I didn't see one short bus pull up, but apparently one of them got out.
Speaking of,
yes,
I'm going to back up for a second here and talk about your best friend.
Uh-oh.
Let's do that.
Let's go ahead and talk about that. For those of you who didn't watch the Tuesday show, Tuesday show was not the most appetizing show on the planet.
No.
Kathleen Barunda took a minnow shot like a champ.
Flapping on its way down.
And then was a champ all the way through and then threw it up after she left. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
She threw up.
Never had a chance.
Never had a chance. I'm pretty sure it was more tequila than minnow, though, if I'm going to be honest.
There was...
I know we finished that bottle, but I don't know. It wasn't her.
Oh, boy. Maybe it was all of us. But I will say...
You eating that egg was maybe the grossest thing I've seen in person.
I still get gaggy thinking about that egg. The way that... You remember how it split open?
Yeah. And it was just gooey. It was a cream-filled black
century egg.
gel.
Google it. But why I want to bring up your best friend is, first off, that needs to be his permanent role, to just come in on Tuesday, get a little bit loose, and then just interject himself into the show because those are some of my favorite moments.
He would do it anyway.
And he went and he grabs one of the minnows from the minnow bucket,
The dead one.
already dead, and he just is gonna eat it without. And he's just. We have to find the clip from the show when he's just wiggling it like this.
Trying to bring it back. He's giving it CPR. He was a fireman for 33 years. Yeah. But he named it. He named it Oscar, and then took it home with him, and tried to feed it to his Labrador, and the Labrador was looking at him like an idiot.
Hold it! Did you actually take a dead fish home?
And he tried to feed it to the dog. He was going to feed it to the dog.
That dog eats creme brulee for breakfast. How is it going to eat a minnow?
No, it looked at him like it had creme brulee.
Yeah, and
like,
you're right.
Hold on, dude. Where's the moose?
That was bait, not a minnow. I got the biggest ones I could find.
Yeah, but that egg the stuff that was in the middle looks like the stuff that, like, in horror movies, people start, like, the zombies start puking up when they're shot.
Black bile.
Yeah.
But it was in the consistency if you took like a lint ball of chocolate and then you put it in the microwave for 15 seconds and it had this pop. You are?
Yeah.
Wasn't good. Let's talk about cigars, shall we? Here we go. Slide on over.
Yeah, let's talk about cigars. I'm gonna end with the one that I'm really excited about, but there are some cigars that I want to make sure everybody knows are in the house once a year, and actually there was a little bit of a gap, but our friends at Crown Heads do the Yellow Rose of Texas, only available to retailers in Texas, very, very limited. And then there's also one that's called the Tennessee Waltz, which is available only to dealers in Tennessee because that's where they're from. They used to do a wild day that any dealers could buy both of them.
Okay.
Because of the limited quantities this year, they did not do that, although they were kind enough to let us do it. So for those dealers that are watching that didn't get the same opportunity, what are we going to say?
Well, what we got to say is thank you to _𝗏𝘁 and thank you to Crown Heads.
Thank you. So we have both of those in stock, and they are going quickly.
They're very good.
We didn't really have to tell anybody. They're the people that know. If you know, you know, kind of a thing.
Yeah. A little German lesson.
A little German lesson. I can tell you, based on this is called the 𝗦𝗵𝘁𝘃. I can tell you right now that if I grew up in Germany, I would have failed every spelling test in the history of grade school because I would have missed. I mean, this probably just means like dog, right? But they have 13 letters.
Weltschmerz.
Yeah. So
it means a melancholy disdain for life, I think. I Googled it.
Okay.
It just when the world is just crumbling beside you and beneath you, you smoke that cigar.
This cigar, from the 𝗏𝗏 lineup, is that blend, which I love. And I just want to add a little element to this. My dear friend, our dear friend, not Grady Yates, that's the Grady Yates that just walked in, ladies and gentlemen.
The other dear friend, his other one.
He signs autographs every Saturday morning at the 𝗦𝗵𝘁𝗽. So, but we have, last night, my dear friend Luciano, the last time he was in, gave me 2 really rare, hard to find, very expensive Cuban cigars. I smoked one. It was great. It was $150. It was great. This cigar right here, which is this blend,
and that's a Robusto.
This is the Robusto. The one I smoked last night was a Toro. But the smoothness, the richness, the depth that this cigar has is equal to that $150 Cuban. No bullshit. This thing is spectacular. So we were able to get some of the cigars that were in the original lineup pack that did not make the cut in the where people had an opportunity to get them, but we do have some.
That's excellent. And in the whole lineup right now, and what I'll say is part of that 𝗏𝗏, they released a Robusto, which I'm going to fire up next.
That's that.
Yes, and I can't. This does have a party trick to it because the label glows in the dark.
Yes.
They retain that. These guys kill it. I just love everything a German engineer is doing.
Our dear friend and a member here, 𝗪𝗵𝘁𝘃𝗿𝗆, owner of Definition Cigars. This is the, I've been walking past it for months, issue. But the other night I just wanted a small cigar before I headed home. And this is the Definition Cigars Cool Summer. Cold Summer, I'm sorry. Cold. You know.
Cool Pond.
This cigar is good.
That's Sumatra.
Oh my
That's
God,
on there.
is
It's
it
excellent.
good. So if you want something smooth, not, you know, if you look at it, you would think it might be a little heavier, but it's not. It's really beautiful. And our friend here, 𝗪𝗵𝘁𝘂𝗿𝗆, just gave a great tribute to this cigar that is back in stock, 𝗪𝗵𝘁𝘽.
Let's have Jim talk about it.
Let's have Jim talk about it.
You know what?
Ladies and gentlemen, 𝗪𝗵𝘁𝘂𝗿𝗆!
Come on up. Come on up. You know, I realized last week the show was better without us talking.
It is. And you know, one of the best Tuesday Cigar Talk lives was with this guy.
I know. We were drinking Scottie Pippen's ball sweat.
Scottie Pippen's ball sweat.
Yeah.
I'm ready for another turn, by the way.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it. We've also found that the show is much better with people that are really much smarter than us.
Really much smarter.
Yeah.
And 𝗪𝗫𝘁𝘂𝗿 is much smarter than us.
Yes.
Which is why we're going to ask you to talk about the 𝗪𝗵𝘁𝘽.
Yeah, I told Dave when I first got here this morning, this is the best thing I've had in the last 3 years. It is complex, it's tasty. From looking at it, I would initially assume it was probably out of my palate, but that is just, it's fantastic start to finish.
Just a hint of pepper, just a hint, but oh, so good.
There's some nicotine in that cigar.
Yeah,
It'll get you.
It'll get you there.
yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
Not everybody needs to sleep.
Now, you say it's outside your palate, so how would you classify your palate, and why would you think that was outside?
You know, I would say I'm normally a Habano medium plus. That's a little bit more on the full side, but it doesn't make you feel like it when you smoke it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and just in the perfect timing, we have Luciano coming in right here.
Yes. The most consistent show on the internet.
That's it.
It may not be good, but we're consistent.
But we're
damn
consistent.
There you go.
Well, Luciano, thank you for joining us. Much love. We miss you dearly, and we look forward to connecting with you again very soon. 𝗪𝗫𝘂𝗿𝗆, I think you classified it perfect. And if someone is curious about it, what would you tell them about the 𝗪𝗵𝘁𝘽?
You know, I would tell them, even if you don't like something that's heavier, give it a try. It's got a really good flavor, and the story on it's fantastic.
Yeah.
The story about the band. We were at TPE, and I think we ended up spending about an hour at that booth talking to Luciano about that exact thing. And it was just a great story, and was glad to be here and be a part of it.
There it is. Everyone give it up for 𝗪𝗫𝘂𝗿𝗆! Hey!
It just goes to show that there's nothing better than third-party confirmation.
Yeah, and Luciano blending is... When you have just the right person doing the right thing that they've been called to, magic happens.
Yeah.
And that is the perfect illustration in all of Luciano's cigars. I smoked that 𝗪𝗫𝘂𝗍𝑖ous this week.
Yeah.
I could just hit that thing on repeat. The 𝗪𝗫𝘂𝗍𝑖ous Toro, just do it over and over again. I'll tell you another cigar that has basically been in repeat. What up, Hollywood?
Sup?
This is the new Gran Habano El Enemigo. This is one of his blends that actually has his name on this. And for those of you who like the Zulu, that's another one in his line that his name is on, effectively.
Right.
But I would tell you what, they produced this with Davidoff.
Right.
It doesn't taste like a Davidoff to me.
No, and I think that was his whole thing was you work with the Davidoff blenders and you use Davidoff's tobacco and you make it at their factory, but it doesn't have to taste like a Davidoff.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that we've learned from Luciano too. The right leaves in the right order can create a totally different experience. And I think it's one of the things Nelson tries to accomplish is not using Cuban tobacco to try to replicate a Cuban cigar that he grew up with. So, with Atabeg.
It is. And this, if someone likes something medium full, that's good. That has great complexity. It's very round, very well balanced cigar. But it hits on the high notes and the low notes at the same time, and it just makes you feel that there's quality product. You can tell this isn't the first blend. You can tell they've worked into this.
Right.
This took years, I would imagine, this project. There are a few different sizes we have in.
Yeah, 3 sizes.
Check them out.
They're kind of in that
really nice.
$15 to $17 range. So,
and it
kinda,
smokes like it. I feel like that's the
smokes
right
like
price.
it, for sure.
Yeah.
No question about it. But we did get that cigar about a month and a half early. Just a few boxes came in, and George Rico was nice enough to make sure that we got some first.
Thank you,
Yeah.
George
So
Rico.
everybody, the rest
Thank
of the world will get it end of April, early May.
Luciano's smoking the same thing. He's smoking Maria Lucia this morning.
Brilliant.
Every
people,
day
dude.
here in Nicaragua.
Yeah. Yeah, he skated from here and headed directly to Nicaragua.
We should line something up where we go down to Nicaragua with him.
I think we should. That'd be a fun trip. Who would want to go down to Nicaragua with us and
Who would be in?
hang out? Well,
Oh,
there's
Ty.
something.
I would love
How
to
many-
see Ty in Nicaragua.
Oh,
Chasing them chickens for dinner.
oh my God.
That's the way it works.
And, hey, and as soon as these guys on the side of the road with the M16s pull us over, Ty's talking us out
He's
of
the
it.
guy. He'll talk us out of it.
Yeah.
Junior Soul Train, of course, is in. Mark Sharon. We might just need to set something up for that. I know we're getting out of the first turn growing season in that February March time frame,
Yeah.
but anytime you go
Heading
down
towards
and
the
see it.
raining season.
Yep.
Yeah.
We could. All right, let's talk about that
Yeah.
for sure. That would
Yeah.
be. I would be. Very
Ty
interested to go
will
back.
end up in a Nicaraguan prison. What? Yeah.
What?
I
No,
just-
we know enough people down there. Lucha down.
I need to let my guy go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's, I swear to God, I have never met so many people that have such a deep connection with Luciano. Everyone who speaks with him for about 15 minutes, he's got to be in 14 million people's wills.
Easy.
God, I want to give you that.
Yeah, I put him in mine this last week.
Yeah.
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 You guys are out.
Thanks.
But yeah.
Yeah, well, he's more responsible. Look, that's the right answer.
I figure he'll take care of you guys.
Yeah, probably. That's it. Okay, so we spoke through.
How are you sitting on flame?
You want some far?
Oh, far, please.
You want some far? Okay, so I do want to talk about one thing, which is Evan and I were speaking about it, and I'm actually introducing a novelty here that we'll continue to talk about, Adrian included in this conversation. But we are going to we're going to give Cigar Talk Live a little bit of a bump, a little bit of a refresh, a little bit of a rebrand, and also go audio.
Okay.
So Spotify, Apple, on all of the audio podcasting platforms.
Yeah.
You'll be able to listen to it when you're driving down the road. What do you
So
think
we're
about
the
that?
next Joe Rogan.
We're basically
there.
there. We speak
We
conspiracies.
we have content. We just don't have anybody listening.
We are the epicenter of misinformation, and we're only about 70 million people an episode away
Yeah.
from being the same.
We are an equal opportunity offender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the depth of conversation that I'm so glad to see the
We've had
quality of
tears
show.
flowing on the last few shows.
That's few
Yeah.
in a row.
Yeah.
I mean,
A guy that starts the conversation with, I go out and kill hogs all day, and there's a tough guy profession that he's in that he didn't want to make public, but still kind of got choked up at the end. I think that should be our mission.
I think so too.
I think it should just be, we're going to make you cry.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I did want to mention. So get ready for that.
Kathleen Barunda cried on the last show, but I think that was maybe the fear of throwing up online or on a live show.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Still, since we spoke about that egg, and I'm picturing just the
I'm
way that it
picturing
opened, I've been
It
gaggy
was
since
a black, gooey blob, and you ate it. Both pieces. Did the soy sauce help?
then. No. Baptiste is like, oh, it's okay, it's not bad. What are you talking about? What do they eat in France if this is okay? He's like, oh, you pussy, you didn't.
Yeah.
You were trying to play it up for the camera, and I was like, yeah, I was playing up for the camera.
Yeah.
For sure. And he's
Well,
eating like the bits of it.
I was going to say there was 4 of them left. I didn't see him just, popping them.
His is it his wife or is it his girlfriend? His wife. We'll say his wife. Fiancé. Yeah, they made up that word.
I say it in France.
Julia wanted nothing to do with those eggs.
No.
So
I felt wrong being as close as I was to him.
I'm surprised you weren't in the splash.
It was like
Let's
you were
move
watching.
on, shall
Yeah,
we?
it was like watching somebody eat garbage.
Oh,
That was just nasty.
smelled like a gurkha. Let's move
Yeah.
into education, shall
Probably
we?
smoked like one too. Just saying. Just. What are we going to?
Let's move into some education.
Okay.
What do you want to teach people about? And importantly, if you're out there, we got to get off of this topic because it's just taking me back to Tuesday.
Yeah.
What is something that people are missing when they're first smoking cigars? When they first get into smoking cigars, what are they thinking about that they shouldn't have to worry about? And I'll kick off with an example.
Okay.
It doesn't matter how you hold the cigar. Every first timer you can see them kind of shaking, or do I hold it like this, like a pencil?
I will say, if you
cigarette?
hold it like that, you're gonna get shit.
Or like
Yeah.
swordfish,
That's
John Travolta.
anybody that
Yeah, this doesn't make sense.
any guy in a movie that holds a cigarette or a cigar like that is gay. I mean, it's just, I'm not saying. I'm saying that the character is a gay dude. That's all.
No, John Travolta. You just called the guy gay. You can't do that on Facebook.
Have you heard about the escapades that John Travolta has gotten into?
Who said that? Who knows about him?
Yeah.
John knows about him back there.
Yeah.
So what I want to say is hold the cigar however you want, however you decide, except for like this. Except underhand. Keep it overhand and don't worry about it. That's what I would say.
I think that I think the biggest issue with people that are starting to smoke cigars is this fear that they're smoking the cigar incorrectly. You're talking about holding it. I'm taking it to the next level. I'm taking it to where people are like, first of all, did I cut it right? Did I light it right? Am I smoking it right? Now, we're going to take care of all that. We're going to educate you on that stuff. But most importantly, particularly if have read some reviews because they smoked 3 or 4 cigars, they're thinking I'm going to get into it. And they start smoking it going, I don't taste cedar or marshmallow or burnt pizza box or whatever, some of the shit these guys come up with.
Half wheel.
Did you say something?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
We should move.
The simple fact of the matter is, somebody slides you over coffee, you've never had coffee before, you're going to sip it. You're either going to like it or you're not. And if you want to get with it a little bit longer, you keep on going, and at some point you may decide that you want it. Same thing with food, same thing with like black eggs with goo coming out of it. I bet you the fourth or fifth one you eat, you're going to love it.
That means you have to get through 1 through 3 though.
Yeah, that's the problem. But just let the cigar come to you. The main thing is smoke it slow, let the ash go about 1 inch, roll that ash off, keep the embers cool, and just smoke slow.
Also, somebody I was smoking a cigar with this week apologized for ashing their cigar. It's like, I hate to do this, but I'm just gonna ash it. Fuck do I care? Ash the cigar. Ash the cigar.
Yeah. We can always tell the cigarette smokers. You can always tell the cigarette smokers because they're knocking the ash off. You
don't need an ash that's 17 inches long.
No.
If you want to, great. Let it ride. But you do you, and don't apologize for anything.
Yeah.
Just roll.
I think, what about you? What are some of besides the holding it mentality, what are some of the things that somebody that's new shouldn't worry about?
Flavors, I think, is the number one thing.
Yeah.
Don't worry about flavors, because everything else, this is the only thing that hits your palate that is completely alien, because it's just hot air in the end, right?
Yeah.
With
burning
with
tobacco
any
leaf.
liquid, with any food. Okay, I know what food is in here, and I know what food this tastes like because it is the food. With whiskey, you start getting into some notes, but it's much easier for your palate to decipher. Don't sweat it. Focus on the sensation. Focus on, is this dancing? Can I feel it dancing? Does it have effervescence? Is it lighting up different sides of my palate? When I exhale it, does it finish long? Meaning, is there pepper? Is it still alive after I exhale for a long period of time? And identify if you like that. Or something that I like, and it's a testament to quality use of 𝗪𝗪, when you exhale it, if it diminishes and finishes clean, that's a great sign. So to hell with the flavors, just worry about the experience. And quite frankly, if you're smoking it completely by yourself, great. Lock into that cigar. But if you lock into a conversation, all the better.
Yeah.
So that's what I would think.
I agree. And I think the one thing that I highly recommend is get into a shop, whether it's Industrial Cigars or any cigar lounge, wherever you're at, that really encourages a community and a conversation. And this just ultimately is something we're doing while we're having great conversation. I had an opportunity to go to a beautiful new lounge that's here in town. By the way, hats off to the guys at Red Foam Booth. They just opened in the Colony.
Yeah, congratulations. Boys.
Congratulations to Steven and Michael and their whole team. They have built a beautiful facility. Beautiful facility. But I couldn't help, after sitting there for a couple of hours, to feel like I was missing something. And it was this ability to have a conversation with anybody in the room. And I would have felt if I would have went to try to engage somebody else, I was interrupting their conversation. You know, sorry, it's like walking up to somebody eating dinner at a table and trying to engage. So that's something that I think that I have learned last night is such a critical part of the cigar experience.
I'm with you. You can't do this. You don't want to do this one alone.
I do smoke out on the patio.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
It just is not the same.
No.
And had Evan not come to the house last night, I was not going to smoke a cigar.
Yeah.
I was going to log sim time, and that was it. And I was going to put in some laps. That's all that was on the schedule. But I wanted a cigar, so Evan, why don't you come hang?
Yeah.
And then we had a cigar session, which was excellent.
The other thing I would highly recommend is, if you're here in Frisco, do Wednesday Wine Down. We brought Wednesday Wine Down back this last week. We have a back room, a back meeting room, and we turn out all the lights. We just illuminate the lights with basically red lighting, because your pupils don't dilate in red lighting. And we put on music. You get your drink, you get your cigar. No talking, no devices for 2 hours. We went 2 hours and 15 minutes. And when I said, all right, guys, that's the fastest 2 hours in the history of a cigar, everybody that was in there went, that was 2 hours. But we took a kind of a different kind of a musical journey this time. We took it in phases that allowed you to decompress. It allowed you to concentrate and then allowed you to get into the music portion. But I smoked the 𝗪𝗏𝘆.
Oh.
I thought that cigar was spectacular. It's not the cheapest cigar. It's $78. It's 9.5 inches long. But smoking that cigar in the Wine Down, I learned a lot about that cigar. Because when you're focused on just your cigar, just your drink, and your own thoughts and the little voices in your head, like 𝗘𝘅𝗽𝗆𝗆 over there, he's got 8-9 people talking in his head at one time.
Yeah.
Those.
They all have something to say.
They all have something to say. So, it's an incredible experience. We're going to start doing them every Wednesday.
We need to figure that out, how we reserve it, because we put out a quick little post on the story.
I saw that.
And immediately we said, would you try this? Yes, no. No one said no, and it was something like 40.
It was 41, like
in the morning.
In the morning, and it was just like boom.
41 people said I'm in. So we said,
yeah,
okay,
we can't fit 41. I don't know how we do it at scale.
I don't think we do. I don't think we do it at scale.
But
look out for that. We'll start.
Yeah, we'll set up a reservation type system, but it is frankly is one of the coolest things you could ever do with a cigar.
Yep.
It is unbelievable.
I want to, before we bring on Adrian here, run through a few of the events that we've got coming up. March 31st, this coming Friday, we have the grand unveil with 𝗘𝘅𝗽𝗆 of Principal Cigars.
Yep.
April 7th, first Friday, we got such good feedback from trivia that Begley went, okay, well, let's make it interactive again. Bingo night.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell? Seems like people like this.
I love it. I think adding the whole bingo fight night twist to it, where the guy that gets bingo, everybody goes and piles on him and beats the shit out of him.
I love this.
I think that's going to be fun. It makes it interactive for the crowd.
Full contact.
Yeah, and it encourages drinking.
Yes.
Because the drunker you get, the more you want to beat the guy after that bingo.
So
I'm excited.
bring your own bottle for that
Beat
one.
down bingo is what we're going to call it.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. April 12th, we have staff appreciation, our ICC family team. We're going to close the lounge down early.
Yep.
I think it's at 7. We'll close the
7
lounge
o'clock.
down.
Yep.
And then
What night?
April 12th.
Okay.
So we'll close the lounge down. We're basically doing an upside down night where our team will come in, their friends, and family. They'll do it. We will be here servicing them. For those who want to volunteer to help service them and give them the ICC experience, let's get you connected with Andrew, because it would just be a great, I love the idea of making upside down.
I do too.
But that will be April 12th, and then April 21st is our member appreciation. That will be strictly for members. More information coming soon on that. That's when we will reveal the new model, the new membership model, which I think is excellent.
It is.
I'm so excited about it. Good morning, guys. I think it's going to be a great opportunity for people to see what's coming, see what's on the horizon, see the new structure, and it's a more efficient way to do it.
The way the lounge is going to set out, the way the private lounges are going to set out, the way public membership is going to be set up, all of these things are going to be so much. There's going to be so much flexibility. It's going to be super, super exciting.
It'll be great. Yeah. So look out for that. And then we've got a busy March, April, and of course it's only going to get busier. So
well, speaking of busy, is Busy going to be doing post bingo Funk Fest, or what is the?
You turning it up on First Friday?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And we'll win on the bingo too.
And he's gonna win on the bingo. He's calling the numbers, so of course.
Well, he better show me how to use that board, because we're gonna be beating his ass then.
Oh yes, F1 will kick up. We've been doing some of the races here, just
open the shop at 10 o'clock for people that want to come up.
But we will bring back the paddock lounge in full effect once next door opens.
Yep.
So look out for that.
We should hopefully pick up about half the season.
Yep. Let's cap it off with our esteemed brother in arms here.
Yeah, armed brother.
Armed brother.
Yeah.
Armed Holmes.
Yeah.
Hombre. Everyone give it up for Adrian Barunda!
Crowd goes wild.
What up, dog?
Good morning.
How you doing?
Awesome.
What you packing this morning?
Saturday. The same old Sig X Macro.
I need one of those.
Yeah.
I need one of those.
Yeah. I know someone can hook you up.
Who would you say if someone's looking for a firearm? Do you know any FFLs that they could purchase a firearm?
Yeah. Hit up cigarsguns.com and reach out to me, and I'll take care of you.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
This guy sells guns.
He's a dealer.
Yeah.
Does it make? Do you
I
say
met a
you're
guy
a gun dealer?
I do.
Makes it sound cooler,
It
right?
is, it does,
Especially with that beard you got rocking.
Yeah. The guy I met at 7-Eleven was a gun dealer too. You had to go out
Down
back.
the back. Yeah.
Different guns. Yeah.
But yeah, apparently
Scrape marks over
you,
the
you,
stone.
can't, you can't register it. Yeah.
That is correct. But what's new in your world, Adrian?
So shirts are coming up this week, so expect them in the mail and/or hand delivered this coming week. So we got that. We need to work on a collaboration that we kind of touched on.
Yep.
Last
For
one,
sure.
but yeah. Reach out to my VP of sales and she'll take care of you.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Minnow breath.
Minnow breath.
No.
Fish face.
She gets nervous when you drive by a bait shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. No, that's. What are you thinking on? What do you think for Cigar Talk Live? Do you like that movement to go
I like
audio?
it. Yeah, when when Evan first brought it up, I was like, I like that idea. We should have done it sooner, but
You just need smart people.
Yeah,
Things
just
happen,
things happen.
Yeah.
Most certainly. But we've got some great guests coming up. This week we have this gentleman named Todd. I saw just a quick clip. Not a cigar smoker.
Yeah.
But we'll see if we can introduce him. But just a deep thinker. This show's going to be excellent. Excellent.
Is he a crier?
He will be.
It will be.
Yeah, he's going to be a cigar smoking crier when he gets done with this thing.
Yeah. Crying because the cigar smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it has been excellent. And the weather's nice.
Yeah.
Everything's looking good. What are you thinking range day wise?
Yeah, probably around May time frame. I'll figure out a day and then get that posted up, and let's make it a range day. Try to make it on a weekend because that seems to work better for most people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I like the weekdays.
Yeah. I
Because he
do
can
too,
skip out
but
of school.
yeah. But the biggest complaint was do it on weekends because I work. So,
Can't please everybody.
I know.
Can't
I know.
please everybody.
Yeah.
We've learned that in this adult daycare that we run.
That's true.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, so what's on the horizon for Cigars and Guns?
We got some stuff coming up. I really can't say much right now, but yeah, we got some exciting things happening, and it looks super promising.
Now, the state of our union right now with this ATF ban,
Yeah.
the brace ban,
Brace, yeah.
how does that affect people? I don't know if you've heard this, but if you could explain a little bit, the ATF has created a rule, not a law, but a rule that will make people felons who have the brace.
It's
correct?
already
Sounds like a
out.
law to me.
I think like mid-January, the ATF said if anyone has a pistol that recognizes that category, if you have a brace on it, you're basically, and if you get caught with it, you're a felon essentially. So removing it essentially is one option. The second option is registering it. And I've had people come up to me asking me to register, and I turn them away. And I only do that only because there could be a thing where they'll overturn it, just like they did with bump stocks.
Mm-hmm.
People either turned them in, destroyed them, or said they lost them, the bump stocks, and then that was taken away. So bump stocks basically became legal again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
No shit.
So yeah, it's one of those things. I'm just don't get ahead of yourself and just kind of chill, wait out, remove it for one thing, and then just keep it in your safe.
Okay, so if somebody has that brace, just take it off of there for now.
Yeah, or you can replace the barrel with a 16-inch barrel, but that's another option. Yeah.
And if somebody has these obviously newbie questions from my side, where would they go? Where's the best place to go and get answers?
Yeah, I mean, look me up on all social platforms, send me a DM, and we can get a discussion going for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, if I don't know the answer, there's a lot of more people, way more intelligent than I am, that can provide those answers. We have a lot of friends in the law enforcement and the federal agencies and stuff that'll definitely help us out.
Perfect. I love it. They have until the 14th. People have until the 14th to get in on the shirt club.
Yeah, shirt club, cigarsandguns.com. The shirt club cutoff date is the 14th. If you get in before that, you're in for that month. If you sign up after the 14th, then you're scheduled for the next month. But either way, join. Evan just joined, so
Hell yeah.
yeah, you lucked out.
You won't. Yeah, you won't regret it. Well, Adrian, nothing but love. Sign us off, my brother.
Definitely. Yeah, every Saturday, join us for Saturday at the Shop, 10:10 a.m. Central Time, and then Cigar Talk Live. We're going to make you cry, 8:30 p.m. Central Time here at Industrial Cigar Company in Frisco, Texas.
That's it.
We out, suckers. Peace.
Later, guys.
Awesome.